Monday's range here, weekly open. We traded down, creating a scenario like a Judas swing. Think like a power 3 for a daily range, just applying it to the weekly range. Market trades down, trades at a 128 big figure. 112.80 institutional level. Sell side liquidity has been absorbed below these lows, Monday's low, and closed in a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. Perfect delivery of price, rise through. This right here, this high right here, that is our breaker, because this low, these equal lows have been rated, and then we traded through it. So this becomes a significant support level. Why? Why is this a significant support level? Because we had a high energy run higher, up close, and then we traded through it. When price comes back down to it, we'll find some support. We trade back down to it again, returns back to the weekly open. If we start seeing these multiple attempts to go lower, to me, it's indicative of consolidation, but also accumulation. I see this as wanting to buy up all of the sell stops. So anyone that's long, for instance, anyone that bought here and started to see the rally up, their stop loss is resting below that low. They sweep it. Then we have a higher energy move reaching, more than the previous run higher. So the stops below this low are now in play. So the open float on this range from this low to this high, it's the sell stops below here. It hits that, hits the breaker, rallies through. Doesn't get to this high, trades back down, doesn't run the low out yet. We're inside the range from here to here. Consolidates and then whips right down into the weekly open below the lows. And that's why I said on Twitter, I said we would probably see, if it's going to trade at all lower, it would need to do it on probably Monday. And that would mean we would gap down maybe on Sunday's opening, trade up, fill the gap, go a little bit deeper. And then that would be the only reason why I would expect it to see further weakness. But right now, I think that we're going to go higher. You can see the buy side liquidity pool resting here. We saw it sweep above that. Over here, we have a 30 pip, 20 pip, and 10 pip sweep above the buy side liquidity pool. Now, I got a couple emails from new members, and the question is I don't know how you arrived at the weekly liquidity pool. Like, what makes this area up here, which I showed in the chart in the discussion last week, what makes this the weekly liquidity pool? Well, we traded lower, below these equal lows, traded below that, and then we rallied up, and we were consolidating. Where's the next draw on liquidity? Well, last week we were talking about it here. So when we start a new week, where's the draw on liquidity? The same spot. Only thing that's changed is the date. So this is where we're targeting, and I said we would target that initially up to Wednesday. And we would look for that to unfold, and we got it. So if it's unclear, like right now, I don't have a real clear picture on Euro. So some of you that are new are expecting me to be wearing an S on my chest every time we do a weekly analysis, and I'm going to pull out some wizardry all the time. There's going to be times like this where I have to have more information. Now, I can see possible scenarios that may eventually set up something, but right now I don't have anything to go on, and I don't like plan Bs, so I want to wait for more information so I can plan an A type scenario. So that's going to be it for Euro dollar. Let's move over to cable. Here's cable. Again, like I said, you have to be real careful with this one. I mentioned this numerous times. Be careful, because I think they want to send it higher. These are relatively equal highs. We mentioned this in previous recordings. Go back and you'll see that they're all there. We had a really nice run last week. It popped up, closed in all of this range here, and we went back into this